Hey guys, what's up? I'm Tretch and I'll be your caster tonight. We're gonna have a First we're gonna have a match at 6 p.m. that's right about now between Hungarian Stunter and Serbian VladoicA. We'll be joining the game pretty shortly, so stay tuned. The first map will be GSL Whirlwind. So both players are in the lobby. We'll see when they're ready and we'll start the game. So one player is ready, we're waiting for another one. So big map, some say it's out to win for Zerk against Terran on Whirlwind. We'll see what happens this time. We saw Stunter win versus Danny relatively convincingly, especially first game. Second game was kinda close. But we'll see VladoicA and his TVZ tonight. So we're a bit delayed, one player is not responding yet, but I guess he will. Time is 6 o'clock. Yeah, both players have a tight schedule, other than playing games, I guess. But anyhow, here we are. We're waiting for one more player to respond. We have a little bit of music. Here we are, guys, the game is ready to start. We're gonna have a TVZ between VladoicA and Stunter. I'm quite excited because this is a quite important match. If Stunter wins, he will most likely be the first in his group and will advance. Otherwise, if VladoicA wins, everything is open and will be decided upon in a match between VladoicA and Danny, which might be a deciding match in this group anyways, even if Stunter wins or not. We'll see what happens. You can see the groups on the map, and the game is about to start, so let's have a look what happens. Okay, on the left top side of this big map whirlwind, we have a yellow Zerg coming from Hungary. He's Stunter. And on the opposite side, spawned as a pink Terran, it's a Serbian Terran, VladoicA. Both players at the moment stand at 1 win, if I'm not mistaken. Dan is the only player to play 2 games in this group. Now both players are playing theirs. So, nothing unusual as of yet. We've seen VladoicA play quite interestingly against VladoicA. He was first being a victim of a cannon rush, but managing to take the game after transferring his base and making a few additional racks. And in another game, he was just he scouted the Nexus first of his opponent and just somehow went to get him and won. Stunter, he played quite good against Danny, so we'll see how he does this time. Big map, so scouting with drone is quite important, I guess. VladoicA again doing the supply depot. VladoicA making some comments about the map here. Oh, nice clutch supply depot now to close the way. Yeah, it's a big map, it's a GSL map, we choose to play it. I guess it won't be here in the second season, with it being in HOTS and so, but we'll see. So Gas also down together with Pool a bit later, but I was a bit daydreaming, I guess. So Expand, Pool and Extractor going down at the pretty much same time. I mean, completed a little bit of a supply block for Stunter, but I guess not that kind of a deal. VladoicA is scouting for gas, just see it's just one. And yeah, he's also expanding, so, and making additional command center. So 1 Rex to 2 CC, I mean 3 CC altogether, and not taking gas, and he just did 2 of them. It's a really huge map, so it maybe favors Zerg a little bit, but we'll see how this goes down. One bunker is on its way. So, and VladoicA saves this SUV. Not a big deal, but way better than dying. So still no additional racks from VladoicA. Speed is halfway down and 16 links on the way, so he might be looking into maybe shutting down this base or delaying it. Stunter also taking the 3rd, but VladoicA is very faster with CC, and he'll just transfer it to, I guess, this or maybe this location. It's a macro favorite map, I guess, long distances to run. VladoicA will try to block the ramp with the splice and stuff, but not fast enough for this attack. And we have first encounter now. The links just went past the bunkers. They're killing some SUVs, and now Yeah, he can't run in, but okay, so he scouted everything. I guess he saw the factory. No, he didn't. Okay, he didn't see the factory, but I guess he might know what's coming next. Stunter now taking all of his gases, except on the new third base. So, 1-1 ends team on the way for VladoicA. And 2 Hellions are already on the field. None are being added though. I guess he wanted those for map control and stopping some pesky Zerlings. Well, okay, for 4 Hellions, I guess. 2 evolution chambers down for Stunter as well, and he's adding a Baneling nest, so not that bad decision, as he will most likely play against Bioforce. So he loses 2 Hellions to, well, almost nothing, so a bad trade for now for VladoicA, but he's running around those links. I guess he just wants to scout or something. Yeah, he goes to look for a third base, he sees it, and he'll try to save this Hellion, I guess, but meanwhile, 1 SUV, 3 SUV missed Elliot, I don't know where, but okay. So 0 damage for those Hellions, almost 0 damage I would say. 0 kills and 77 HP. So if you look at the production now, 2 more gates being barracks being added to make it 5. 1 factory with starport on the way, while the Zerg is researching quite nicely. He's adding a Spire, so he'll have bending speed with +1/+1 melee. Almost done. Terran is making +2 already, so he's ahead in upgrades. Let's see army supply as well. Worker supply not that much, but I would say VladoicA is playing in a quite good position at the moment, but I would say that Stunter is not in a bad position in any way, so I guess we will see quite a long game. Maybe Stunter has a lot of those links. Let's see, 50 links, almost 50 links. He's spreading creep, but it's a big map, so it will take a long time for him to spread the creep all over the place. And I don't know, we could try to do something with bailing speed and bailings. Oh, okay, he's making quite a bunch of mutas, so he's going to in that way. A few missed injects, but okay, the mutas will be on the way pretty soon, and if he catches VladoicA's army out of position, he might kill quite a lot of SUVs in both bases. VladoicA is taking a more forward position now. Maybe he wants to secure the fort slowly. I don't know if VladoicA knows about the Spire. I would say he doesn't, and he will see him now. Okay, and he does. He loses 3 Marines, and what will he do? He's in his main Marine force is in attack. He has a few in defense as well, and yeah, Stunter can't fight them head on. They're 2-2 against Muta. Yeah. So this was just a hit squad for those creep tumors. One miss already at Muta, goes down. Nice pick up from VladoicA. Okay. He did lose a few of the links, but nothing serious, and those medivacs will go down. thanks to those Mutalisks, remaining Mutalisks. Did he spot the base or not? Yep, he did, so he knows about this base. Yeah, Terran, VladoicA is going for +3 attack, while Stunter is going for +2/+2 for links, so I think that Terran is in a bit of advantage, at least in upgrades. Army composition, army supply as well, worker supply not really, but of course. So we'll see what happens. There's a link who will force a few Marines to come here, and I guess, well, this is an interesting part. VladoicA is making way for his Medivac. Yeah, but he can't kill this one, so this Medivac will be spotted, I guess, and now a quite big battle was about to happen. Oh, a small hit squad of Marines gets killed instantly by the Zerg swarm, but there are tanks in the background. Ooh, nice bailings. Do we have a drop already happening? Okay, yes we do. Just tanks left now. Well, new forces are on the way, but Mutas could clean this up. Okay, so a small Marine hit force causing some trouble at this base, and another hit squad coming to VladoicA's right side base. This tank will go down, but at what cost? Those siege tanks are just devastating. Quite a lot of annoying damage done here. Nice attacks from VladoicA on both sides. Now those Mutas can clear this up. Well, new stream of Marines is coming and he should back off. Stunter should back off. He will lose all of his Mutas. And there's nothing left to defend this base, and my guess is going down. Yep. Good positioning attack from VladoicA, I would say. Maybe if Stunter had a better vision of the... I mean, maybe not vision, but feeling where his opponent's tanks or Marines are, he could snipe those tanks with Mutas. So VladoicA is making his way up towards Zerg's main heart from right upper side. His tanks and Marines are here. No Medivacs they're being produced right about now. And what will this force do? He will be ready in time, but he might lose a few tanks. No, not really. He didn't lose anything. Another stream of links coming. Those Marines are so low health. Those two Medivacs won't be able to heal them all, but Stunter doesn't have anything to defend, and the supply difference is crazy. VladoicA taking down another base, and this looks quite good for Stunter. Oh, now I know he didn't want to lose those bailings for tanks, I guess, but better than losing them for nothing. A bit of an indecision from Stunter that we saw in his previous games as well, but he managed to win this game anyhow. I guess Stunter went for is going for a counter-attack, but this Marine force, 3 Marines are going to rip through those links. And GG coming from Stunter. So, quite interestingly, Terran, VladoicA managed to take the first map, and that's, I mean, not really the first map, but it's that GSL Whirlwind that is supposed to be known for their power. So the next map picked by Stunter is going to be Ohana. Again, Zerk is picking this map as I think Megabyte did against Cheese King, which is even more weird. But he did won that game, so. Players picking Ohana seem to do quite well on the map. So we're waiting for VladoicA to accept the invitation. He is up 1-0, and Stunter is, well, I don't know what. He just lost grip on the game. He didn't challenge well with those Mutalisk. In fact, he did lose a lot of them in straight head-to-head battle with Marines. And that's a never good thing to do, especially when the Marines are 1-1 and the Mutalisk are 0-0. And he didn't trade well during the whole game, and in the end Stunter managed to take, VladoicA managed to take the game, and Stunter picked this one. And the second map is therefore Ohana, and yellow Zerk on top of the top left side of the map. It's Stunter, and bottom the right side of the map we have a Serbian Terran who is currently up 1-0, VladoicA. So totally different map than the one before. Smaller. For starter, it's a one-on-one map. Also shorter rush distance, but still quite macro friendly, I would say. With those destructible rocks destroyed, there's a fast access from third to second to main. So at the moment, nothing fishy going on. Racks coming out from VladoicA. And this is quite, well, I don't know, quite a diversive map. It is quite a bit macro friendly because of the ramp here, but because of the short distance it can be quite used for some rushes as well. Stunter is the first one to expand. He's taking his hatchery before anything else. And again, the VladoicA's supply depot. Its safety is I think the first map, yeah, for this of the tournament because of this. So, and I guess he will keep doing it. So VladoicA scouts the hatch. He will see that it was hatch first. So it was hatch, pool, and then gas, and he will know the exact order.
Complete.
This is the most macro-oriented build, and yeah, that's the right decision to do. He went for a command center as soon as possible. The Marines will be streaming out, and we might expect another, double gas and slowly another barrack or two. Okay, this time VladoicA was even faster on his gas, so he's looking to get some of it, so he can invest in some tech. We'll see what he goes for. My guess would be Helions, but you never know. The Roach Warren is also on the way from Stunter. He will get supply blocked or not, but he is near it, and well, not that big of a deal. So is VladoicA. The first bunker is going down. The factory together with the reactor being added, so like I said, Helions are pretty much on the way. Okay, he did loosen up his gas income, so he just farmed it for the factory. 8 roaches now in production. If Stunter goes for a push, I don't know if those Helions will be fast enough. I mean, okay, of course they will be out and they could do some run-bys if he isn't careful, and he might lose some of the drones or more of them, but still he might need those Helions for the defense as well. A big stream of roaches now coming down towards VladoicA's base. I think he doesn't know, but he will spot them now, and he does turn back, of course. He needs every firepower he can get, but I don't know how he will be able to hold this. Yes, Stunter is losing those roaches. Some indecision coming out of a Stunter, and now with the Marauder out, yeah, this doesn't look good. But he did kill quite a lot of SUVs. He did lost a few roaches, of course, and now he's taking all gas he can get, and he's still not taking the third. He's way up in supply, and both players are supply blocked. But let's look at the situation. So we have 3 racks, reactor and 2 reactors and a tech lab from VladoicA. He has a few Helions left, which he should use to harass like he will do now, like he is about to do. Otherwise he should be adding units. VladoicA should just fortify and slowly take the third. I would say he's up, but well, not really. And a Nidos coming out of a Stunter again. I didn't see it directly. I mean, okay, I guess Stunter wanted to go for a third, but those Helions they keep denying it. So let's see. VladoicA is taking a defensive position in his base, now adding a starport, so he will start the medevac production, and he's also denying Stunter's third, while Stunter is having Nidus and the roaches are out. VladoicA was out of position, but he's losing the roaches quite fast, yeah. And I think this Nidus will be brought down by VladoicA. I don't know. Well, I know that Roach, I mean the Zergs can sometimes afford to make those kind of trades, but I don't know. He did kill quite a lot of workers. Let's see. So he's in a worker supply advantage, but not by that much, and he still doesn't have a third. while the VladoicA is about to finish. I guess he will just morph it and transport it. He would like to, I think he would like to destroy those rocks as well. And we'll see how, and yeah, how Stunter will deal with this push. VladoicA is having his army streaming up the right side of the map, so Stunter has no idea this is coming, and he sees the Hellions. Now he managed to kill one without even looking, but okay, let's see the upgrades. One armor for a Zerg and nothing from Terran. Nice creeping from Stunter, forcing one marine from VladoicA to come by. He'll get supply block, but his overlords are on the way. And Stunter still doesn't know that VladoicA is there, and he might get out of position. He knows about this marine pack coming here, so he should have some sense that he's caught out of position, and he will most likely lose this base. Roaches are out of position, but okay. Now this may seem like some kind of a wannabe base trade. A roach pack is caught in the middle, while the other roach pack is attacking. He's also making aggressive Nidus burst. He should know that he has some. He should try to defend this as well. VladoicA is all in. Yep, he is. Now the Nidus Swarm was killed, and this is quite close, guys. I think that Stunter is in good position to take this, and yes, he managed to. Yep, I think that VladoicA is not in good position right now. He calls his SUVs to fight. You know what that means, that he is desperate. He has roaches in his base, and his counterattack didn't really work out. Stunter had too much, and with his Nidus he was able to bring units back and forth. And even if and when Stunter loses those roaches, he is, I guess, so much in front that the Nidus blocking the expansion, but the pack of roaches will still block the expansion even more. A new stream of roaches gathering for another attack, and Stunter has doubled the lead, and this doesn't really hit. I think this is a matter of time. Stunter takes the map. Well, VladoicA will eventually be able to clean up this roach pack that was making quite a wreck in his base. He killed 68 workers. So, and now also using a burrow, wasting the opponent's scan, and needless to say, I don't know how VladoicA, if he is even able to come out of this mess. He has 6 workers left. Is this even correct? No, he has 5 workers and 3 mules. And he can't catch up. I mean, this will be really hard. No, okay, I didn't really. I guess there was a drop. Yep, there was a drop, and Stunter did lose his roach worm. My bad, but I guess he already remade it. So I was just so caught up in the action happening here. So the missile turret going down. VladoicA is still trying to well, not lose, but I don't know. Maybe some magical nukes. Another drop coming on the right side of Stunter's base. He will spot it sooner or later, and I guess he will be able to clean up, but this is what I don't like. No rocks destroyed, no creep spread, and let's have a look what happens. This base is not good. Well, at least roast speed is done, so that's something, right? So Stunter taking now his 5th and 6th gas. He's just upgrading. Went to the stacks. Okay, so Overlord drops incoming, guys, and we have a mini battle here. And ooh, this is not really the best for Stunter, because he was caught with half of his army, and he's hiding the overlords now.
This better be good.
VladoicA will look for the fort, but hey, look, there is no fort here. I guess he will take this position. Or does he know about the overlords? Anyhow, Hydra's den is completed. Roaches are here. The tanks are siege though, and the bait minions come in, and Stunter is not careful, but yeah, he didn't lose maybe a roach or two. Yep, a few roaches maybe, but nothing serious yet. And Stunter is still quite a favorite, I mean quite ahead. He has 20 worker lead. Finally destroyed the rocks, and VladoicA is going back. I think he was quite heavily damaged when they had like some kind of a base trade alike situation, and Stunter came quite a lot ahead, and he's been there since. But if he lets VladoicA come back, this might not. Well, he gets to kill a fresh meal, but he will instantly lose those roaches. So, well, to be frank, quite an interesting game out of Stunter. He started with Nidus and then went for Overlord drops. And if VladoicA wouldn't move out right about it in the same time as Stunter wants to do the drops, I think VladoicA would lose the game. But somehow he had a nice timing, and also he caught those units quite nicely, and again, but this time Zerk has a nice concave. He's double the lead in supply, almost double the lead, and GG coming from VladoicA. Of course, after the initial blow from that attack, VladoicA couldn't come back. Stunter was way ahead, and he manages to make it 1-1. So the third map and deciding will be decided by VladoicA. Let's see which map will be chosen this time. Okay, so we have the last and deciding map is going to be Antigua Shipyard. So, VladoicA went 1-0. After the first map he went ahead, but Stunter came back with a quite interesting match on Ohana, and now it's 1-1. And guys, this is Conn.Si Arena Season 1, Group A, one of the important matches in this group, I would say. Well, the most important one is yet to come, but this one is surely almost quite as important. Okay, so the game is about to begin. The deciding map. I'll be right back. Okay guys, I am back and the game is about to begin, and in fact it did begin already, and here we are. It's Antigua Shipyard. It's a deciding match, deciding game and map and match, everything you want, between VladoicA and Stunter, and this yellow Zerg on the right bottom side of the map, it's Stunter. He was down 1-0 after the starting map, but managed to come back. And on top left side of the map, it's a pink Terran VladoicA. He started his matchup, this series quite well, with winning the first map, but then lost the second. And again doing this early supply to block the ramp. Now the typical and usual thing from VladoicA, and he's getting to be known because of it, at least for us casters. So 1-1. It seems to be an exciting matchup, and we'll see what happens in this map. Stunter going for the hedge first again, now adding the pool. Some workers action, or let's say some play happening, but nothing much. Stunter is adding gas, and the order document is ready. First mule is ready to farm, and let's see how economy jumps for VladoicA. That's what mules are all about, guys. So, pool is done. I guess we'll see a few links, and of course queens, like I said, queens as soon as possible. Very important for Zergs to be tidy and neat and on top with their queens. VladoicA also adding a CC, of course, and he's adding a third one, so he's going for the same play like he did in first map. I guess This map is quite tree base friendly for Terran, but it all comes down to players, of course, and tactics and builds that they go for. We'll see what Stunter will go for this time. Still no links. Well, okay, one pack of links just for map control. And I guess he'll go try scout or maybe wait for a third base. And this is a really fast third from VladoicA. So again, going with the macro build. And factory, I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see reactor, yeah, and Helios again. Well, in the meantime, I didn't really look. I mean, I wasn't careful. I didn't pay attention on the production screen, and here it is, 27 links streaming up VladoicA's way, and I don't know if he's ready to this. The bunker will go down, the marines inside the bunker will go down as well, and VladoicA is retreating. He will have to go to the third, to leave the base, yeah, he will have to leave the base, and he in fact doesn't have anything to really defend, but yeah, this is very annoying for VladoicA. And Stunter, if he macros well, he can get quite ahead. Of course, those Hellions, if they are played right and if they're successful, they can do quite a wreck for Stunter, but it was quite aggressive and productive start from Stunter. He denied the base, he denied the macro-oriented play of VladoicA with some simple link action, and he afterwards he took all his gas. Okay, and yeah, he's gearing up for something while VladoicA is also upgrading. Like first game, 1-1 and Steam. And we're seeing a bailing nest and Spire coming down for Stunter. Well, VladoicA did finally manage to stabilize his mutual expand with those 4 Hellions. That they did their job, and okay, those evolution chambers for block and this spine crawler. He seems pretty well, decently geared up to defend or at least deal with those Hellions. He has 1 queen here and 1 queen here and 1 queen here, of course. Okay, so VladoicA goes to check for a third and he sees it. But okay, no worries, really. VladoicA will, because of the fast third and because he didn't lose the command center, and well, he just lost like 6 marines and a few SUVs and mine time and a few minerals for repair, but the attack from Stunter was not that devastating at all. He just contained, and well, of course, macro wise he didn't have the income meanwhile, but he already has his third base up and ready, and a lot of SUVs were able to be produced in the meantime. Those mutas, of course, are going to change the situation. Those Hellions will be totally useless against them, and well, denying towers. Let's see how he does with those 6 mutas. In the game before, he just fought head to head with 2 marines, and that's something you don't want to do as a Zerg. Well, I think he is a bit a bit ahead. He did lose Mutalisk now, and while he will have a no, not really. I thought he will have a run by, but he is kind of ready for that. But anyhow, he is not ready for this number of
under attack.
banelings. And while he's camping the mutas in the back, those links and banelings are already in. It wasn't even a full wall off, and oh, what a baneling hits. What a links, a lot of links now on top of the ramp, killing the supplies. I think there was a small mistake of VladoicA not knowing what was really happening, and he was too busy with keeping an eye on Mutalisk. Yes, that's those Mutalisk that he let the link run by and baneling burst to happen without really being a baneling bust to be exact. And again, Stunter is in a great position. Like the map before, he took quite a commanding lead after this successful attack. A lot of workers died. 25 workers killed, guys, to nothing. Also doubled the worker supply lead for the Zerg, and I don't think those mules can really help you out when you're so much behind in workers. At least a lot of banelings produced again. VladoicA supply block, so is Stunter, but siege tanks are on the way. Siege is complete, and there is only one siege tank here, so I don't know. Maybe I would like to see this. Okay, VladoicA is going for a drop, but it was spotted, and we'll see if those muta chooses to intercept the drop, spot it once again, or if he'll just go and try to bust this wall. And yep, that's the decision he goes for. Too much links, too much banelings for the Zerg to handle, and this is pretty much a GG, guys. He baneling busted the CC. The last tank is going down. There is a force of marines left alive, but well, again, VladoicA will be able to clean this up. Okay, yeah, again there was a drop here. The drop that I was talking you about, that was spotted twice by Stunter, but I guess it wasn't, and even I couldn't I wasn't paying that much attention, I guess, but it was deflected with a few marines, with 2 marines in fact, inside. Again, banelings are being morphed, and okay, at least this tank is doing some damage, and those marines, medivacs, no more energy. He should split the marines now, and well, a so-so for both players now. Stunter is adding quite a lot of links and a few mutas to his composition, while VladoicA has nothing much to do than just try to mine as much as possible. He has oversaturated main, but I guess he doesn't want to risk SUVs here, and he still doesn't have a base here, interesting enough. He still have mining from here, not from here, but yeah, okay, I know that it's wasting time to just move the CC. It's better to just move the workers, and this is a nice position to hold, I guess, but the question remains, will he be able to come back? Now this muta count stands at 19 is scary, but okay, yeah. VladoicA has 3 Marines, so those metas will be mostly about hit and run. They don't want to fight the Marines 3-3. Well, unless you have like too many muta, but they're so squishy, especially at armor without armor upgrades. So we'll see what happens this time, if VladoicA will be able to come back. I think he's quite a bit behind, and he'll have to play really well to come back and win against Stunter on this map. And he is in fact holding quite well. He has a few missile turrets, not enough though, yeah, and he's adding more, because you have to have more missile turrets if he has, your opponent has so many muta. Like now for instance, it's an instant kill of the turrets from if the Zerg player has so many mutalisks. And a true prone attack. Stunter is going for it, he's already by the tanks, and now the links are coming. I don't know if there is a way for VladoicA to come back from this deficit. He has 13 workers and he will lose this CC. I don't know, really. Again, some lucky nuke, but okay, I'm just kidding. Nice split of Marines, but I think it's still a little too late. I'm expecting a GG sooner or later. I would say okay. Anyhow, Stunter takes game number 3 and takes the series 2-1. So it was an interesting game. All of the games were interesting, and in the end Stunter managed to take the series 2-1 after, well, the first map was pretty straightforward. VladoicA started well and he didn't lose the grip with the game. In the second game there was some kind of weird situations, I mean non-standard plays, and Stunter came out on top with the roach run-bys, while VladoicA was off guard. He did destroy Stunter's third, but it was not enough, and in the end VladoicA couldn't come out of the death leak that he found himself in. And the third map, it was pretty much the same as the second map, and meaning Stunter grabs a lead there, a small lead here, a small lead there, and making it a larger lead, and not losing the grip of the game and taking it home. So guys, at the moment this is all. I will let you know if we will shut down the stream for now and come back later for the second game, or if we will continue to stream some other games. I'll keep in touch in about a few minutes, guys, so stay here. Hey guys, I am back. Um, I There was a possibility for a match between the Forte and the Frost to happen. It's a Group D match, but I guess it won't be played right now. So we will slowly go offline, and we'll be back at 9 p.m. when Gemini and Skoflek will meet. Both players are without the win yet, and I guess both are eager to get one. Anyhow, we'll have a quick look at the groups, and I'll tell a few stuff regarding the possibilities and the standings, and also about the schedule, and then we'll go off like I said, and we'll be back in 2 hours or so. So, Group A, this is the current standing. Stunter is on first place with 2 wins. Dropping 1 map against VladoicA that we saw, the first map between those 2 players. So he's in I think he's quite safe. It's quite safe to assume that he's or will be on the first place in this group. He has a match against Glitter remaining, but it would be a surprise if Glitter would manage to beat Stunter. But nonetheless, we'll see how that will play out and when. It's a 3rd round match, and anyhow, the more important part in this group is definitely the match between Denny and VladoicA. It's going to be a 3rd round match, so next week, but this match will for sure tell us about who will be most likely the 2nd place, who will most likely place 2nd in this group A. So the both players are tied, not in wins by maps, so at the moment VladoicA is in front, but it doesn't mean anything because the last match they play is between them. They play against each other, so the winner will be most likely the 2nd placer, and Stunter will, I guess, take the 1st place. So this is going to be exciting match, Danny versus VladoicA, and so stay tuned about this. Check our schedule on our main page, and be sure to tune in for the deciding match in Group A. So Group B, Patak is quite convincingly at the top of the group with 2-0 in wins and 4-0 in maps. He won versus Skoflek and Breach, so he was it's only Gemini left for him, and Gemini is a strong player, so I am very eager to see that match as well, and it will be a deciding match again. Breach won versus Gemini and lost versus Patak, so he has to play Skoflek, which will be casted quite soon, so stay tuned about that as well. Anyhow, again, 3-way tie is possible, and in any case, if there is a 3-way tie, Gemini and Patak are advancing, so this means that the match between Patak and Gemini will decide about everything. So if Patak wins, Breach and Patak advance. If Gemini wins, Patak and Gemini advance. That is, of course, if Skoflek, if Breach wins against Skoflek. Otherwise, we'll see how other matches play out as well. But at the moment, Gemini versus Patak seems to be the deciding match in Group B, and here it's all open. It's even more open than in Group A, because in Group A we have a match for 2nd place. Here we have for top 3 places, so 3 players battling for top 2. Group C is, well, Starbuck is already in the 2nd group stage, and Cheese King and Eonos is going to happen, I think, I hope on Sunday. I don't want to say anything yet, but we'll see about the match. Again, check our schedule, but again, this will be the deciding match for Group C. I mean, Megabyte can still force a 3-way tie, but that means that Eonos has to beat Cheese King, and that Megabyte has to beat Eonos then. And even in that case it will come down to, well, win-lose ratios in maps and so on and so forth. So Eunos Cheese King is pretty much the deciding game again, because if Cheese King wins, he advances, he gets the second place and he is in the second round. If Eunos wins, it's still open. So it will come down to the last match again between Eunos and Megabyte, but we'll see. So Eunos Cheese King, that's another match to keep your eyes and ears open for. And Group D, we have the Fort and Frost playing in this week, and Giant and Johan. We'll see how this goes, but if the rankings and the predictions are to be heard, or if we go by them, we can expect Giant and Frost to finish on top of the group, and it will come down to match between them for first and second place, and that's again is a third week match. So I just think I found like 4 matches that are going to be super interesting, super intense, and more than everything, deciding. So stay tuned, guys. Go to our webpage, www.conn.si, check our schedule and keep in touch with us, and we'll keep in touch with you. Thank you for being tonight here with us and for watching us, and be sure to check tune in at 9 p.m. when the other match between